going to be cooking up chicken kebabs today. Now what we're going to do is to put the chicken, once it's all chopped up, into a little simple marinade, which is going to be lemon, garlic and a bit of oregano. Let those marinate away. Once all the flavours have gone into the chicken, we put them onto these sort of bamboo skewers, put them under the grill or on the barbecue, and then you've got this really delicious tasting lemony garlic flavoured chicken kebab. Now once you've got that, you can then serve it up with a little bit of rice, a bit of salad, a bit of pita bread, or they're great on their own. Really nice, tasty dish, great little snack. Now I'm just going to quickly run you through the ingredients we're going to use. Now first of all, I've got my chicken there, and as I said, it's got sort of, you know, the skin on. This one's actually got a little bit of the wing, so I'll chop that away and I'll probably put it in the oven at the same time and cook it up. But 2 breasts of chicken, ideally with the skin on, but as I say, if you don't like the skin, get it with the skin off. Then I'm going to marinate it in the juice of 1 whole lemon and probably about half the zest of the lemon, you know, the skin, the yellow bit. Don't get the white because it's bitter, just the yellow bit on the outside. Put it on a cheese grater. I've got some fresh oregano. Now I took that out of my garden. It's quite easy to grow actually. Great for bolognese, but nice fresh oregano if you can. Then garlic. Now with this garlic I'm going to use 1 big garlic, crush it down or chop it down really fine, and that is going to be the main things in the marinade, apart from white wine vinegar, extra virgin olive oil and a little bit of salt and pepper. So whilst that's marinating away, all those flavours have gone into the chicken, we're then going to put it onto these sort of bamboo sticks. Now as a little tip with the bamboo sticks, soak them in water, so get yourself a tray, put a little bit of cold water, just lay them in there. The difference is when you soak them and you put them on the barbecue and you lift your sort of chicken kebab up, it doesn't fall apart in the middle because it all got burnt. So soak them first for at least half an hour to an hour. Now once we've done this, we can then serve it up, maybe a bit of rice, or we can have some salad, a little bit of pita bread, your choice. So now I've run through the ingredients, what we're going to do is, first of all, make up the simple marinade, and then we're going to chop the chicken up and just put it in the marinade and leave it to sort of marinate away so all those flavours go into the chicken. So we're going to get on and make the marinade. The first thing is, I've got a lemon there. Now what I'm going to do is just use like a sort of thing you use for your parmesan, and we're just going to kind of grate this. I'd say roughly about half a lemon. So I'll just carry on doing that until I've got about half a lemon's worth of zest. I think that'll do it. There you go. I've done about half a lemon. The next thing I've got is the lemon that we just zested. Now what you want to do is ideally is kind of roll it on the table, because you actually get a little bit more juice. Or you can do it in your hands, just sort of rub it, try and squash it a bit. And then we're just going to chop it in half, wind your fingers, and then squeeze it and just try and leave any pips behind. That's it, we've got pretty much most of that. I'll just do the same with the other half. There you go, all done, got all the juice in there. I just rinse my hands. Next thing I've got that oregano. I'm just going to pull all the leaves off and just chop it up nice and fine. Probably use a pair of scissors to keep it simple. I'm just going to put the oregano in. Oh, it smells really good already. That lemon as well, beautiful. Next again, I've got the garlic. Peel it. I've got one of these machines, so I might as well use it. Just put it in there and we just squash it through and chop the last bit with the knife. Now there's always a little bit left in these machines, so it's up to you what you want to do with it. But I think I'll put that in because lemon and garlic goes really well. The next thing you want is some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Give it a good glug of that. Then we've got the white wine vinegar. I'd say just put about a dessert spoon really. Then you want to add a good bit of seasoning. That was salt. Now we're doing pepper. Again, put plenty of pepper in. Give that some lovely flavours. See how they are. Right, give that a quick stir and we're going to give it a quick taste. Now it's pretty raw at the moment because it is just a marinade. let's just give it a quick taste, see how it is. Yeah, you can definitely feel the flavours coming through, taste them. Right, so now what I'm going to do is just put the marinade aside, get the chicken pieces and chop it down into chunky pieces. So I'm just going to move that back a little bit. I'm just going to quickly give it a quick sweep up. And I'm going to put the chicken there on a chopping board and chop it up. So I've got my chopping board there, and I'm just going to pick up my chicken, which has been, I actually sort of rinsed it and dried it. So just chop this into chunky bits really. If it's really thin at the end, you can always double it over. Now this little bit here, this sort of bit of the wing, I might actually just cook that up at the same time. So I'll just do the other one. Mind your fingers doing all this sort of thing. And try and use a sharp knife as well. So I've got all the chicken pieces and I've kind of chopped it down into sort of chunky bits really. So now what we're going to do is to put the chicken in the marinade. So I'm just going to put all those pieces of chicken in there, including those little wings. Might as well marinate those as well. So that's it. Got it all in there. Just give it a good stir around, and then what I would say is put it in a little bit of cellophane, and really you want to wait at least 2 or 3 hours. So maybe do it in the morning, or otherwise overnight. So you could do it the night before. So longer the better really. Now I'm going to actually marinate mine for 2 or 3 hours. See how long we can wait. So I'm just going to put a bit of cellophane over mine, pick it up, get it in the fridge. So I've been marinating chicken for just over 2 hours. I can't wait any longer. I want to get on and eat some food. So there we've got it. It's all been wrapped up. So let's take it out the wrapper and I'll move it aside, and we'll get a plate and we start making up these little kebabs on the bamboo skewers. And I've got my bamboo skewers just at the back here, floating around in the water, and obviously we've got the bits of chicken there. So I'm going to take those out and start putting them on the skewer. Now before I do that, I'm just going to chop some pieces of lemon to go in between where the chicken is. Right, let's get the bamboo skewers, and so I've had them in water, so let's just grab some of that chicken and we can put that on there. There's that one. Right, so let's just thread this through, and then you want to add a nice piece of chicken, lemon on there, poke that through. Like, and this will give it a really lovely lemony sort of flavour. And push the meat fairly tight to each other. That's it, like that. And a bit more lemon. So there you go, there's one nicely done. And I'm just going to do that with as many as I can. I might have to chop the rest of the lemon, but obviously, you know, just carry on till you've used all the meat. Right, I've got my chicken kebabs done. I ended up going for 3, plus we've got those 2 little bits. Now they're all full of lemon and all those lovely marinated flavours. So what I'm going to do is put them onto a baking tray, and then we're going to put them under the grill. I'm going to use a nice hot grill. Now in total, I'm going to sort of cook these for about 15 minutes. And what you want to do is turn them over occasionally so they get cooked all the way through. Now if you was using really chunky pieces of chicken, maybe you have to give it like 20 minutes. So as a guide, round about 15 minutes. They should start to get a really nice colour on the outside, but just make sure they're cooked on the inside. So whilst I've got the chicken kebabs cooking away, I'm going to get on with a nice quick salad that you can either just serve up as is as a salad, or you can cut the pita bread in half and put the salad in there and then put your nice piece of chicken on top. So I've got all the salad that I'm going to sort of mix up in a bowl very quick. Now what I've got is some lettuce there. I've just sort of fairly finely sort of chopped that. Then I've got some tomatoes. I've got those straight off of me sort of tomato plants. They're nice and fresh, picked about half an hour ago. Beautiful. half a red onion. Now I've really kind of finely sliced that, so there's tiny little slices there really. Coriander, good bunch of sort of coriander, just took the leaves off. I'm not going to chop it down, just throw it in as it is. Then we've got a cucumber. I've put that into like quarters almost, sort of chopped it up. Now I'm going to use a chilli, but I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just going to use about half a chilli. Don't use any seeds because that makes it really hot. I'm just going to, you know, chop it in half and slice it down nice and fine. And then we can add a little bit of squeeze of a lemon just to bring it all together, this dish. And I've got some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. So we're going to put that all in a bowl and make a nice quick salad. First of all, got all that lettuce. Then we've got those lovely pieces of onion. And we've got those pieces of cucumber. Gives it a little bit of crunch. Then I'm going to put that fairly finely chopped chilli, no seeds. All these lovely tomatoes, the ones I've just sort of grown, so I know they're going to taste good. And then we've got this coriander. Put that all in. Just going to add a little bit of this olive oil, extra virgin. And then I've just got a little bit of lemon. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit of that on, just to really carry it through, because obviously we're doing a bit of a lemon theme with the chicken and it'd be really nice. So let's just quickly mix this up, and then I'm just going to add a quick little bit of salt. Get it all nicely mixed, add a little bit of salt in there, and that'll be delicious. That's it. Give it a quick stir up. So I've got my salad, nice easy salad, and it's all ready to go now. So what I'm going to do is go and check my chicken. Make sure, you know, if it needs turning over, whatever, just make sure it's nicely cooked. So I'm just going to pull that out of the way. And we're going to pull the chicken out and see how it is. Oh, lovely, lovely smell, beautiful. Still sizzling away, looks really good. So there we go. We've got the bamboo sticks. You can see where we soaked them, even though they've gone quite dark and sort of charcoaly, they're not ready to break or anything. So I think that's a really good tip, just to soak those. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put a little bit of tin foil over there. Just wait for, you know, 5 or so minutes just to let them sort of settle down a little bit. And then I'm going to get my pita breads and I'm just going to wipe a little bit of water over those on both sides. Don't need a lot, but just put a bit on there. Helps to keep them a little bit moist. I'll turn those round. Do the same on that side. There you go. So put those under the grill. Make sure you switch the grill or the oven off so there's no heat, you know, it's just cooling down now. So now I've got the pita bread in there. I'm just going to, you know, show you we've got all that sort of marinade in there that we didn't use. So just pour that in there. And then what I can do is, from the sort of tin where we've got those chicken kebabs, I'm just going to pour any juices into the saucepan. So remember, it's still hot, but look at all those juices in there. So let's just add that in. Like so. So we're just going to switch the heat on and just let that sort of come to a boil to start with. Right, it's just about coming to a boil. So give it a good stir up. Now what I'm also going to add is some parsley. I mean, you haven't got to, but I'm going to add a good bit of parsley in there. And then got just a little bit more lemon juice there. And also, just to zap it up a little bit more, I'm going to use a bit of garlic. I've just got a bit more garlic in there. Now really, just keep that bubbling away. Give it the occasional stir, well, give it a stir now and again because you're only going to cook this for a few minutes. Bubbling away until it just nicely sort of starts to thicken up a little bit. So I think we're pretty much done now. I mean, obviously you could cook it a little bit longer if you want, slightly thicken it up more. But I'm going to go over and just pour that over the chicken, and then we're going to get our sort of pita breads slice it open, put some salad in there, and then these lovely bits of chicken to go inside. So just take that bit of tin foil off. So we've got these lovely juices there. Don't forget these two bits here as well. Looks good. Now I'm just going to move that aside and I'm going to get a plate and we're going to start making up this beautiful kebab with the sort of pita bread and the salad. So I've got my plate there and I'm just going to put those lovely chicken kebabs with those really delicious flavours there. And don't forget we've got these little ones there as well. I'll just pour that juice on there again. Now with the pita bread, just gone slightly brown, just go through with a knife, be careful of your fingers, and try and slice it in the middle rather than to one side. That'll do. Look at that. Let's get this salad over here, and we're going to put some nice salad in there. Try and get a mixture, so give it a stir and just sort of start filling it up with some of that beautiful salad. So I'll just fill it up a little bit more. So I've got all that really nicely filled up. Look at that, beautiful, all that lovely salad in there. Now I'm just going to grab one of these, I'm going to pop that on top, and I'm just going to give it a squeeze and see if I can pull that stick out and leave all that chicken behind. Look at that, I did manage it. Made a little bit of mess, but that's fine. Now what I'd say is, any of these little bits of lemon, you probably don't want in there because they've done the sort of job, you've got really nice flavours. Now, even though there's only 4 bits of chicken in there, I'm sure those 4 bits of chicken are going to be really delicious. So I'm just going to try that, if you don't mind. Oh yeah, that is lovely. Chicken's really nice and moist, nice and zingy, and the salad's really good as well. Absolutely beautiful. You'll enjoy it. Now I must admit I'm feeling quite hungry today, so I'm just going to go for this one as well. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Let's just try that. Well, I hope you enjoy as much as I'm enjoying. Thanks for watching as always. The Original Naked Chef.